Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I happened to win a competition on Instagram a few weeks ago. This was for the Aurora Plus, which is a seed germinator. Now, I'm not a naturally lucky person. It turns out that I was the only person in the UK that entered the competition. Hence the reason why I won. I'm very happy that I won because from what I've heard and from what I've seen, this is a great bit of kit. Looking at it, it's made completely of aluminium, I think. It's got a USB-C port there for power, and if I just slide the top off, you can hear the quality. It is very good quality. It's very heavy. I like a product that feels heavy in the hand. So yeah, I'm really happy with this bit of kit. I think I'm one of the first people in the UK to actually receive this product. So yes, if we open this little box, we'll see what's included in the Aurora Plus kit. So there's this pipette, which I assume is just for wetting the cotton pads. Got some feet to stand it on. And we've got these cotton pads that I mentioned earlier. They include quite a good number of them, but I assume you can just cut down the facial wipes and they'll fit in there just fine if you use these as a template. We have some tweezers. These are cool. I assume these are for just picking up seeds, dropping them onto there if you don't want to touch the seeds with your hands. And there's a whole bunch of stickers, and there's a nice little USB-C cable in there as well. But yeah, a whole bunch of stickers. I'm going to be sticking these everywhere. So yes, thank you once again to Root Nerds for sending me this. I'm going to have a lot of fun setting this up. So yeah, and I didn't just win sort of the base unit when I won this competition. You can see here we've got the expansion pack there. Once again, I must echo, this is very well put together. So yeah, we got this. Again, it's aluminium. It's quite a nice sturdy feeling frame, and a nice plastic hood to go over it. Now for some reason they have sent me two. I'm not sure whether this is intentional or not, but I'll happily take the spare. If I put that on there, you get a very loud clink. So I think this works in a similar way, but I believe you use actual grow medium in the top of here, and this is for like rooting cuttings and growing your plants on a little bit more. So as you can see, there's only 6 holes in this, but there's actual 12 holes in the base unit itself for actually germinating the seeds. But yeah, you can grow cuttings on in this, and you can also grow the seedlings on a little bit if you want to, which I think is pretty cool. So the big question is, what am I going to be using this product for on my channel? I need a worthy project to test the capabilities of this machine out. Now, for those of you that followed me a couple of years ago, I had some issues germinating seeds. I've since ironed those issues out. I have a pretty cheap, robust setup for germinating already, but this is going to really help me with the tricky to germinate seeds and the F2 seeds that I'm going to be featuring on my channel very shortly. But not only that, I think what we can do to really test this product out to start with is we can revive an old favourite from a couple of years ago. So if you were watching, I think it was the year before last, Eating with Isotope, I think it was episode, I can't remember which episode it was, but it was the Leopard Reaper. It was a plant that had very dark foliage that ripened to red with purple markings on it. That was very much a fan favourite, and it was very much a favourite of mine. However, I managed to sell every single last seed that I had for it, so I didn't keep any for myself, and my surviving plant eventually died last year due to frost. So what I did was I reached out to some of my customers that had bought seeds, and one of them very kindly offered to send me back some of the seeds that I'd sent her that she didn't manage to grow. This is the card that she sent me, and she said good luck. Now I'm sure she didn't anticipate this happening when she sent them to me, but I don't know if you can see that very clearly, but Royal Mail had a bit of a field day with this package, and they must have run it over at least, I'd estimate, between 30 and 50 times with the steamroller, and it looks like there's maybe 2 or 3 seeds in there that haven't been damaged, and to my knowledge these are the last surviving seeds of this particular variety of leopard reaper. Now I know Space Chilies does have their own version of the leopard reaper, but I think mine is slightly different. It might be an early filial generation or something, but it definitely seems different. So I wanted to kind of preserve that and maybe grow it on and see what I get from it. Now there was no way that I was going to risk putting these seeds in dirt just for something to be wrong, whether the medium is contaminated with mold or fungus or something. So I'm going to try and germinate these in the sterile environment of the Aurora Plus, and then we will see what happens. I'm very much hoping that I can bring back that variety because it was such a favourite, and I hope that the 3 seeds that I've got, they make it. So yeah, I'm very excited to bring you that update in possibly around a week's time. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, everyone, and that was the unboxing of the Aurora Plus. Sorry I did a kind of terrible job at unboxing it, but I wanted to get the video out. Thank you very much for watching. Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Growing with Isotope. This kicks off the April update, and as you can see, we've managed to get everything potted up. Well, pretty much everything. There's a few things over here which still need to be potted up, but everything's potted up and under my big light. Now I can really get in and show you the individual plants. They've come on absolute leaps and bounds since the last little update. This right here is the Tangerine Tiger F5. It's huge, it's starting to bud. Also starting to bud is the Bear Coffee, won't be long, and the Antep Ahi Dolma Cross Unknown from Chris Fowler. The Tiamat F3 also has some little buds on it, and I have a feeling it won't be long before the Megatron Jalapeno starts to flower as well. So yeah, it's been very successful. Over here we've got my variegated sugar rush seedlings. They're looking much better. The Blood Ghost just here looks fantastic. Mini Olive Ricotto, not so many anymore. It's actually done the Y split, just waiting on some flowers. The Bubblegum 7 Orange Purple Flower is looking really good. My Guyana crosses in this cup here. I forget which one that is. Just looking at the label, it's the Ahi Guyana cross with variegated sugar ash F1. That is also split, but there are no flower buds yet. And this is the Ahi Guyana cross with the Black Pekino cross with the variegated sugar rush. That one also looks like it's going to flower very soon. And this is the Ahi Guyana cross with Black Bikino, cross with Ahi Guyana, cross Brazilian Starfish Yellow, cross Sugar Rush Peach F3, F1. if you can believe that. Hoping to get some bigger pods into the Ahi Guyana Black Bikino cross. Rhino is looking great. It's kind of crazy because the leaves are so thick on the Rhino. Didn't expect that. And my wild peppers, this is the Cat 1445. It's getting pretty big. Kind of yellow leaves. I think that was a deficiency where it's so root bound in the pot before. It should start to even itself out again now. It should start to go a bit more dark green. The Eshbrokenassi F2, again, it was dark for a while, and that's because of deficiencies. Yeah, you can see the dark leaves down the bottom. Pretty sure that was down to some kind of deficiency, but it seems to have sorted itself out now, judging by the top leaves. The Lanceolatum, it was looking quite yellow, but it's now a lovely dark green colour. Really enjoyed the flowers on that. Lovely calyxes on the flowers. Rhomboideum, it's looking fantastic. It was really root bound when I potted it up. The No Heat Primo seems to be sorting itself out. It looked pretty terrible for a while, but it's looking better now. The CGM 19198, looking fantastic, very tall. And the Riccotto Giant cross Cat 1491, looking really healthy now. It looked really curled in the last update, but it seems to have sorted itself out. And yeah, everything is looking pretty darn healthy, which is encouraging. However, you may see this guy over here in the corner not looking so happy. This is the Gochujang King F1. I'm really trying to keep it alive. Seems to have got some new growth going down the bottom there. Hopefully that ticks over. But yeah, still a few more to up pot. Going to try and do that this evening. But yeah, very happy with the progress so far. It's looking great, and I'll see you next week. Hello everyone, welcome back. As you can see, we're in a bit of a pickle. It's the that was terrible. It's the 17th of April, so we are definitely nearing transplant outside stage, and as you can see, plants are absolutely nowhere near ready to be going outside. Just kidding. As you can see, these are all looking fantastic, but we'll get to those in a second. My cucumber plant is going absolutely crazy. That is huge. So it must be, yeah, it's massive. I'm not going to try and put an estimate on the weight of this one cucumber, but yeah. My stick tomato in the back keeps pushing out side shoots, and I keep chopping them off and propagating them. And yeah, this one is flowering. they get way too big. They get way too big. They're totally unwieldy and unmanageable. But that's the nature of tomatoes, isn't it? And talking about unmanageable, this is getting there. This is now a forest. So yeah, it's been, I can't remember how long since the last update. It's been quite a while. I think the last update was when I put these plants over here. It's been a couple of weeks. But yeah, starting from the back, got Volante Peach, which never really looked good, but now it does. Very good Sugar Rush just there, and this one, the Antep Ahi Unknown Cross. Seen better days. What happened with this one was I let it dry out, and now I'm in a better frame of mind to do with the whole overwatering, underwatering thing. I'll tell you my findings from drowning my plants in the last episode. Unlike using a traditional compost like the Clover multipurpose that I bought, if you let these guys dry out, instead of wilting, they just go yellow. And I think that has to do with them not being able to uptake nutrients from the dry soil. instead of wilting because it needs water, it loses access to the nitrogen and other nutrients in the soil, and obviously that foliage then reflects that. But yeah, I just watered it yesterday. It seems to be greening up again. I let it dry out on purpose just to see what would happen. But yeah, these peppers over here in the grow bag, they look fantastic, don't they? This one is the yellow cyril, which is the Baccatum chinense hybrid, which is why some of the leaves look a little bit funky and curled, and it might be to do with magnesium and nitrogen as well, but that's going to be a case of too much, not enough. And this is the Ahi Guyana cross Black Bikino cross Ahi Trinity. As you can see, little flower buds appearing in the top here. You can see that. It's pretty good. This plant here, is the Ahi Guyana cross with the variegated sugar rush F1. No signs of invisible variegation or anything like that yet, but there's a few flower buds in here, so should be getting some pods soon. Very cool stuff. And yeah, the blood ghost is looking fantastic. It's kind of hard to know when to water these plants because, as I mentioned, they tend to just go pale and curl rather than wilt. So it's kind of, there's no indicator of when to water things, I just kind of have to know. This is the Bubblegum 7 Orange Purple flower. I've been kind of trying to keep this one slow because I'm going to have it indoors in the windowsill. I want to make some crosses with it. The Kansas Gated Jigsaw Chocolate, still quite small unfortunately, never really took off. Sweet Moruga is doing really well. I repotted this into straight clover compost, and I can probably show you. The roots just came straight out the bottom. That Myco that I bought is really good. It's really good additive to the soil. Really boosts the root growth. This is another variegated sugar rush, number 3. I've potted up. These down here are Pimenta Barada Riberos. These at the front, never mind my socks, are overwatered peppers. Overwatered them on purpose to see what happened. Some went really yellow, but it's gone green again now. This one here is Purple Naga Jalokia variegated. This one is the Rhino. Again, great foliage. This one is the Tangerine Tiger F5. Again, it's on the dry side, so it's actually starting to go pale and blotchy. Keep an eye on that. Megatron Jalapeno's got tons of buds all over it, and as does this Megatron Jalapeno down here, and actually a fasciated stem as well. By the look of it, that's cool. This is the Chiltepin Lemon Drop. It's gotten pretty big. This one's Bear Coffee, quite large, plenty of buds there. This one is the Tiamat F3. It's huge. It's definitely got that more kind of Kangstar White Typhino just on the leaves. This one, Submarine. This one, Orange Scorpion from Mojo. This one, Tiger Fang F2. This one is the Brazilian Starfish Yellow Cross Sugar Rush Peach F4. This one is the this one is the Zabrange. It's growing. This is the White Fatale. Everything's growing really well. And yes, about 3 weeks until these guys go outside, just under. This is Rhomboidium. Again, it's huge, growing really big. This is Capsicum Eximium, which is CGM 19198. They got so tall so quickly that they've actually fallen over. This is the Ricotta Giant Cross Cap 1455 from Jamali Peppers. Interesting to see whether that actually turns out what he sold it to me as. Dark Lemon Starburst F4. looking great. No heat primo, not looking so great. Not sure what's up with that one. I'll nurse it indoors, I think. If not, I have this one here, which is my hydro pepper from last year that I didn't get rid of. And yeah, this is the Eschborgnassi F2. There's several of them still alive, producing tons of side shoots which look really happy and healthy. I'm quite concerned about how they're going to hold up to wind outside, so I might have to really stake these. And last but not least, I think this is the Cap 1445. So this is the wild form of Brachytum. Interestingly, look at where that flower bud's come out of. That's not really a node, is it? So halfway up the stem. That's pretty cool. But yeah, everything's growing really well. And I'll check back before I put them outside. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, welcome back. It's the 26th of April. So this is probably going to be the last segment of the video, unless something goes terribly wrong. So my cucumber plant is doing very well. Lots of female flowers on it. I've had one large cucumber off of it and a couple of small ones. Down there is the Tarani. Now that one had loads of issues this year. I think it might be genetic, rather than something that I'm doing badly, but it's refused to grow. Seems to be kind of getting back on track now, but it's slow progress. We've got some of the variegated sugar rush plants that I've yet to put up here. The Matapino, I haven't potted up, it's looking alright actually. The variegated sugar rush Poblano Gold, it's looking okay, bit droopy, bit of edema, not happy. Down a level, got the variegated sugar rush plants which are looking slightly better, which have been potted up. Probably do a pot upgrade very soon, but they're looking very good. They're nice and green and white. And a couple of the super hots are going to be growing inside. So we've got Jay's Pink Reaper Lemon and the Scorpion Douglas, and we've also got the Dark Lemon Starburst, Kansas Gate Jigsaw Chocolate, Kankastar Lemon Starburst. Over here we've got Pimenta Barra Ribeiro. I've got 3 plants, that one there, this one here, and this one here. And the No Heat Primo, really bouncing back. And in the back there, the Primo Lucifer XL from Spicy Llama, doing really good. And down here, the Ahi Trinity F2 seedlings. I've thinned them all out. They're growing very well. So this one over here is the Antep Ahi Cross. So I've watered it a lot. New growth seems to be coming in a lot better. Matapino, I've taken it out of the light because it was getting a bit burnt. I don't know if you can see this kind of leaf down here. Not very happy, it's kind of burnt on the edges. Same as this one. Mini olive ricotta, lots of flowers, no pods, as kind of expected. Ricottas are very dramatic, and in my experience they put out a couple of pods and then they refuse to put out any more pods the rest of the year. So I'm just waiting for my 2 pods essentially. Plenty of flowers, I've been pollinating them, and they just drop for no reason. They are probably the most dramatic peppers that I've ever grown. This little plant in here is the Naga Jalokia variegated, looking good. This one is the Black Ricino cross Ahi Guyana cross variegated sugar rush, looking very nice. This is the Ahi Guyana cross with the variegated sugar rush, and as you can see on the back there is a pod forming. Excellent. And the stick tomato, getting very big, it's got a few little flowers on it. This one, the Cap 1445, got a little flower on it. Excellent. Volante Peach, it's definitely growing quite a lot, quite quickly. There's plenty of flowers on it. So yeah, looking forward to getting some pods on that one. And the yellow Cyril in the back there is getting huge. The leaves don't look very happy. I think that could be genetic and maybe even magnesium as well. This one in the back, Texas rice, got very tall, very branchy down the bottom. And yes, all my peppers in the middle. I'm not going to name them all because I can't at this point. I've been picking flowers off of them. That one flower there is from the Tiamat F3 Kangstar White Tie crossed with an unknown super hot. Sounds pretty cool. And then the rest of my wild peppers over here, looking very good. That's Rhomboidium in the corner there. Lanceolatum down here. Looks to be having some form of leaf curl, but I bet that's because of the dryness of the soil. Talking of leaf curl, there's this one over here, which is the Ricotta Giant cross with the Cat 1491, and as you can see in there, there's a few little flower buds just starting to come through. And this tall plant here is the Blood Ghost. It's looking very healthy, isn't it? This one, the Sweet Moringa, and the two variegated sugar stripy M3s which have been potted up, both looking really healthy. This one is the Tiberius Mola Caramel. Interesting shaped leaves on it. Definitely going to burn me. This one is the Bubblegum 7 Orange Purple Flower. Eshbalkanasi F2. Quite a few plants in there. It looks like it's actually split, and there's going to be some flower buds coming out very soon. So yeah, all in all, I'm very happy with the progress so far. Water them maybe once every 10 days, and it's quite the task. It takes about 2 hours to water everything. So yeah, thank you very much for watching everyone, and I will catch you in the next update.